Fellas, let me ask you something. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where a woman just stops talking to you, leaving you wondering what went wrong? You check your phone over and over, replaying every text, every word in your head, trying to figure out where you messed up. It stings, doesn't it? But here's the truth. Her silence isn't rejection. It's an opportunity. An opportunity for you to level up. In this video, I'm going to show you how to handle being ignored like a high-value man, how to rise above the chaos, and how to turn this moment into the best thing that's ever happened to you. Stick with me, and you'll see why being ignored might just be the greatest gift she's giving you. 1. Understanding women's silence. Now, let's break this down. Why does she ignore you? Why does her silence feel like such a gut punch? First of all, you need to understand that a woman pulling away is not an attack on your worth. The truth is, women's behavior is often a test, a way to see how you handle yourself when you're not getting the attention you crave. And that's where most guys fall short. They start doubting themselves, asking what they did wrong, losing their cool, and before they know it, they are desperate. But here's the thing, her silence is not about you. It's about her. Think about it. When she stops responding or pulls away, what does it really say about you? Nothing. It says more about her state of mind, her own emotional world, and her expectations. You have no control over her actions, but you do have control over how you react. And that's where you, as a Stoic man, separate yourself from the pack. Remember Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers of all time? The guy ruled an entire empire but never let the opinions of others dictate his worth. He understood that people come and go, but his value never changed. When you learn to adopt this mindset, you stop seeing her silence as rejection and start seeing it as an opportunity to become stronger. This is where real growth happens. You are not defined by her attention. Instead, you define your own worth by your actions, your calm, your self-control, and your ability to rise above the noise. So, the next time she pulls away, remember, this is a test of your inner strength. 2. Reacting the Stoic way. Don't let your emotions rule. When a woman ignores you, it's easy to fall into emotional chaos. You start asking yourself, what did I do wrong? Am I not good enough? And the more you focus on those feelings, the worse it gets. But here's where the Stoic way comes into play, and why it's so powerful. The Stoic man doesn't react emotionally. He takes a step back, checks his own feelings, and observes the situation with clarity, not confusion. Now, let's talk about why this is crucial. When you're ignored, your initial reaction is typically out of insecurity or frustration. Maybe you feel rejected or like she's pulling away for some reason that has nothing to do with you. But the Stoic teaches us that we don't have control over her actions. What we control is how we respond. Take Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who faced incredible stress and conflict. Do you think he had time to dwell on what people thought of him? No, he understood that the opinion of others didn't shape his character. His self-worth wasn't tied to anyone's approval, not even his closest allies. And that's exactly how you need to approach this situation. Instead of spiraling into worry or desperation, take a moment to breathe. Step back. When you stop reacting out of emotion and start responding out of strength, you put yourself in a position of power. Reacting emotionally only gives her control over you. The goal is to be unaffected by external circumstances, whether it's her silence, her mood, or her behavior. You remain calm, centered, and in control. By practicing this level of self-discipline, you don't just deal with a moment. You transform it into an opportunity to become the kind of man who handles life's challenges with poise and purpose. And trust me, when you can stay calm in these moments, you will begin to see her actions in completely different light. 3. The power of acceptance. Embrace what you can't control. Here's where most guys mess up. They fight the situation. They get frustrated, angry, or try to force things to go back to the way they were. But listen closely. This is a pivotal moment for you. Acceptance isn't about giving up. It's about finding peace in what you cannot control. And right now, her silence is something you simply cannot change. Think about it. You can't make her text you back. You can't force her to come around. You can't control her thoughts, her feelings, or her actions. But what you can control is how you react. This is where the real strength lies, the strength to accept that life and relationships are unpredictable. Sometimes, People drift away, and you can't control that. The real power comes when you stop fighting the things you can't change. This is not weakness, it's wisdom. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, taught us that peace comes when we accept the inevitable and focus only on what is within our control. The world will throw challenges your way, and trust me, there will be many more moments like this one. But it's how you respond that defines you. Her silence is not a reflection of your worth. It's simply a reflection of what's going on inside her. Maybe she's dealing with something personal. Maybe she's unsure of her own feelings, or maybe she just needs space. Whatever the reason, it has nothing to do with you. So why let it shake you? Take a deep breath. Look at this moment not as rejection, but as a lesson in self-mastery. True strength is not in control over others, but in control over yourself. And when you accept this, you will feel an inner calm, a sense of power, knowing that her actions, or anyone else's for that matter, can't touch your core. You are the master of your own peace. 4. Why not reacting is the ultimate power move. When a woman pulls away, the temptation to react is strong. It's natural to feel desperate for answers, to double text, or to confront her about the silence. You might feel like if you just try harder, if you just explain yourself more, she'll come around. But here's the hard truth. When you react out of desperation, you give away your power. Every time you chase after her, you're telling yourself that your happiness depends on her actions. That's a dangerous place to be, because when you start tying your self-worth to someone else's behavior, you're losing control over your own life. The most powerful move you can make when she pulls away is to not react at all. In fact, act like it doesn't even faze you. You see, a high-value man doesn't need external validation to feel good about himself. He doesn't base his worth on someone else's attention. Instead, he knows that his value is intrinsic, his strength, his discipline, his ability to maintain his sense of self regardless of outside circumstances. When you stop reacting, you take control of the situation. You turn the tables, and the power dynamic shifts. No longer are you chasing her approval. Instead, you're standing firm in your own value, unshaken and unaffected by his silence. She might start to wonder, why isn't he chasing me like all the others? That curiosity she feels is your power. When you choose to remain calm, unbothered, and emotionally in control, you communicate one of the most attractive things to any woman: independence and self-respect. 5. Reverse psychology. Make her curious. Here's a powerful psychological tactic: reverse psychology. We've all seen it, right? When a woman pulls away, most guys will chase after her. They double down, shower her with attention, try to fix the situation. But what if, instead, you flipped the script? What if you pulled away even more? What if you acted like her silence didn't bother you at all? The key is indifference. Women, like all humans, are wired to respond to attention. When they pull away and you chase them, it only reinforces their control over you. But when you stop reacting, stop showing that it bothers you, you trigger something very powerful: curiosity. You're no longer predictable. You're no longer like every other guy she's encountered. The psychological shift is undeniable. When you stop seeking her approval, you make her want it. Women, especially high-value ones, are often used to being pursued. So, when you step back, it shakes things up. She begins to wonder why you're not as available as you once were. It's like a game of attraction, but with your power on full display. Now, I want to be clear, this isn't manipulation. This is about creating an aura of mystery and strength around yourself. You're not playing games. You're standing strong in your own life. This shift in dynamics will make her start pursuing you, not out of neediness or desperation, but because you've set the standard of how she should treat you. 6. Focus on improving yourself. The best revenge is success. When she walks away, it's easy to feel like the world is crumbling. You might find yourself questioning everything about your relationship, your worth, even your life choices. But here's the truth. The best revenge isn't getting her back. It's becoming the best version of yourself. When a woman pulls away, don't waste another second feeling sorry for yourself. Use that energy to fuel your growth. Hit the gym. Pour yourself into your career. Focus on your passions. The time she's away from you, that's your time to level up. Here's where most men fail. They allow the absence of a woman to define their actions. They spend time obsessing over what went wrong, how they can win her back. But a high-value man knows something crucial. His worth isn't tied to anyone's approval, not even his. So, instead of wasting time on someone who's pulled away, focus on building the life you want. The more you focus on your personal growth, whether it's developing new skills, mastering your career, or working on your physical and mental health, the more you'll realize that you don't need her validation. When you start thriving in your own life, that becomes the biggest signal you can send to her and to the world that you don't need anyone to make you feel complete. And here's the kicker: if she notices and regrets walking away, great. If not, that's okay too. You will be so focused on becoming the best version of yourself that her actions won't even matter anymore. You will have moved beyond her, and in the process, you will build a life that doesn't depend on anyone for validation. That's how you truly win. 7. Build your empire. Become unstoppable. When she pulls away, it's easy to get lost in the emptiness. You might feel like something is missing, like you're not complete without her. But let me remind you of something. You are complete. You don't need anyone's approval to feel good about who you are. And the best part? You have the power to turn this moment into something extraordinary. Instead of dwelling on her absence, shift your focus to building your empire. What does that mean? It means focusing on becoming the best version of yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. Use the time and energy that you would have spent chasing her to chase your goals. Build a life that is so fulfilling, so powerful, that nothing can shake your foundation. High-value men don't wait for anyone. They are too busy creating the life they want. Whether it's leveling up in your career, getting in the best shape of your life, or mastering new skills, every action you take is a step toward greatness. The more you build your own life, the less you'll care about the people who come and go. Your focus is on you, and that's the only person who needs your attention right now. Imagine this. You're thriving, you're growing, and you're too busy to even notice her absence. Your empire is your priority. When you live with this mindset, you don't just get stronger, you get unstoppable. And guess what? When you start living like this, people will notice, and she might regret walking away. But at that point, it won't matter. You'll be too busy creating your own success to even care. 8. Embrace the challenge. Now that you understand the power of self-mastery, the real question is, are you ready to embrace this challenge? It's not for the faint of heart. It's for the men who are tired of feeling powerless, tired of chasing validation, and ready to step into their true potential. This is the moment you rise above. I want you to stop thinking about what she's doing or why she's gone. The truth is, her actions no longer control your happiness. You control it. Your journey starts with one powerful decision: to stop waiting for anyone else to determine your worth. Right now, I'm challenging you to take action. Are you ready to rise, to stop relying on the approval of others, and start focusing on yourself? It's time to stop making excuses and start living with purpose. The next time you feel ignored, instead of reaching out, use that energy to better yourself. Turn that pain into progress. Work harder, get stronger, and grow mentally, emotionally, and physically. I want you to commit right now. If you're ready to stop chasing and start building, drop a comment below and say, "Challenge accepted." Let the world know you're not waiting on anyone's validation anymore. You are the man who defines his own worth. Don't let another moment slip by. Take control of your life. Hit that like button if this message resonates with you. Subscribe, turn on the notifications, and let's keep moving forward together. This isn't just about handling rejection. This is about becoming the best version of yourself, no matter what life throws your way. Now that you understand the power of embracing rejection, it's time to truly step into your own strength. This isn't just about handling one situation or one relationship. This is about a mindset shift that will impact every aspect of your life. When you stop relying on others for validation, you begin to unlock your true potential. You realize that your worth is intrinsic. It doesn't depend on anyone's approval, and it certainly doesn't depend on anyone's silence. This journey is about more than just surviving life's challenges. It's about thriving. It's about creating a life where you stand as a man of confidence, self-respect, and resilience. Every setback, every moment of being ignored, can be a stepping stone if you let it. And that's the power of Stoicism. It teaches us that our response, not the event itself, defines us. Think about your future. Who do you want to become? The man who crumbles when things get tough, or the one who rises every time, stronger, more determined, and more in control of his life? The choice is yours. If you've learned something from today's video, I want you to take it with you and make it a part of your life. This is your moment to rise, not just in relationships, but in every part of your life. Keep building, keep striving, and above all, keep being unstoppable. Remember, this journey isn't for the weak. It's for those who are ready to face life with a new mindset, to become the best version of themselves, and to live a life of greatness. If you're ready for this challenge, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's keep this journey going. Let's become unstoppable together.